on to the next one. I remember when you started checking up. Boy, you must have learned your lesson. Trying to tell me how I always was.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the part 2 of our last video. If you haven't seen the video where I talked about my Jackpot story, how I relocated from Nigeria, this is a continuation of the previous video. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link the part 1 in the description below, so please make sure you check it out and watch the video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how we became permanent residents in 1 year. Yes, you heard that right. While I was still a student. So grab your popcorn, your wine, your juice, water, whatever you can, and let's chit chat. We came into Canada, settled in. I resumed my program, my diploma, and then it was really very funny because the school I attended is a private institution and they did not have postgraduate work permits. They weren't eligible for it because it's a private institution. Now, I didn't know about this before I applied and got admission in the school. So please always do your research well before embarking on any relocation or whatever you want to do. Always do your research. Found out that the school does not have postgraduate work permit. That means after your study you have to go back home or apply for another course, and that's another money, right? And being a private institution, it was really expensive, but we didn't think about that. We didn't think about the postgraduate work permit. We didn't know it was that serious. So I started looking for a way out. Oh my god, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? We can't go back home, not after everything. You get, if you watch the part 1, then you know what I'm talking about. We made some friends here. They encouraged us to get into the pool, the express entry pool. That's the one you get invited for permanent residency. And to do that, you have to evaluate your degrees and write your English exam. So I evaluated my degree back home. Remember, I was still studying, so I couldn't. You don't have to evaluate a Canadian degree anyways, but I couldn't use that because I had not graduated. So I evaluated my degree back home. My husband did same. I studied medical laboratory science back home. So, and that was the year they started this category-based draw. So category-based draw is basically like a certain category will be invited. For instance, the healthcare category, trade category, French category. So in my own case, being that I studied medical laboratory science, I was the main applicant because I was under the healthcare category. Now, the struggle was to get the score they're going to use. You don't know the score until they invite. So we're in the pool, and I think a few months later, they invited the healthcare category, but we're not qualified because our score was not up to. And I was like, oh my god, I just missed this. I had to go and rewrite my English exam. I passed at first, but I wanted a higher score, so my CRS score would be higher. So I decided to rewrite. Yeah, just so I get something higher. And I did. I got about 9 in my reading, 8.5 in my listening, 8 in my writing and speaking. So it was a really good score, and it boosted my points in the pool. So we went all the way from here. Okay, so let me tell you guys something that happened. When I rewrote the second IELTS exam, my result was to come out in about how long did it take again? I can't remember, but yeah. So it was come out in, I think, 10 or 13 days. I cannot remember, honestly. So they did a draw before my result came out. That's for the second time. But this time it was a provincial draw. I think Ontario did their draw. And I missed it because they actually used the score I got after my results came out. So I wasn't so moved because I hadn't seen my results, so I did not know the score they were going to use. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just wait. My result came and I scored really high. And like I said before, we had to use those score, and then our points got higher. And guess what, guys? In February, I won't forget, February 7th, we got an invitation to apply. It was actually a notification of interest from Ontario that they did this healthcare drill too, and they invited us. We were so excited, like finally, my God, you came through for us. So we're already gathering the documents and all to submit to Ontario. And guess what, guys? Hey, 1 week later, February 14th to be precise, they invited us. Federal invited us. You know what it means for Federal to invite you? It means you are not going to another province if you're already in a province. It means you can stay in any province you like. It means you don't have to move your life again from one place to the other, right? So, February 14th, we were invited. And guess what, guys? Today is February 14th. So it's a special day. It's not just love day for us. It's the day we got our invitation, and it just felt like God just came through. You know, God really hears prayers. Yeah, he answers prayers. So we got our invitation, and then we applied. We submitted our document. Means submitting your documents. We submitted, did everything. Went for our biometrics. We didn't do medicals again because we already did medicals when coming to Canada. This whole thing took not even up to just 2 months from the day of invitation. Just God's grace. In just 2 months plus, we got our approval. Like, there are people that got invitation way before us, like months before us. There was even someone that got a year before us and still hadn't gotten a decision from IRCC. God just did it. IRCC answered. They just gave us, in fact, that day, April 30th. Oh my God. If I could jump and go through the roof, I would have done that. I was so excited. It was the day we became permanent resident. Like, the final decision, your permanent residency has been approved. Wait for your ECOPR, and it was surreal, guys. Like, you guys will not understand the feeling. You won't understand, but it was amazing. It was everything we've been praying for. The reason why we relocated, we didn't just relocate to come here and just be temporary residents. So it was everything we wanted. And then we got our ECOPR some days later, about 7 days or 8 days later, and that's like our confirmation of permanent residency. Yes, we got that, and our cards came in like a month or so. So yeah, you know, the only difference between a citizen and a permanent resident in Canada is that you cannot vote and you don't have the passport. Every other benefit you get. So it was just like, we're already citizens. So my advice for any temporary resident in Canada is just take proactive steps in getting your permanent residence. Don't relax. Don't say, oh, when I'm done with school, or oh, when I'm done with this job, or oh, no. Just start anyhow, anyway. Just, you never can tell, right? You see, this category based was started the year I came. So if I had just relaxed and waited to finish school and maybe study another course before trying to, would I have gotten it this early? No. In just 1 year, before I graduated, I had not graduated when I got my permanent residence. Like, it's possible. You don't have to graduate first, please. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And for those in Nigeria or outside Canada, you can apply and come to Canada as permanent resident. Like, you can. You don't have to be in Canada to apply for that or to get into the pool. No. Just look for a way, get into the pool, read about it, go to IRCC website, read about it, and you never can tell. I have friends that have moved from Nigeria to Canada, like, as permanent residents. They didn't come as a student, they didn't come as visitors. If you have any question regarding how to become permanent resident, how to migrate to Canada, please reach out to me. I'll give you any advice for free. I'm not collecting a dime. I'm not using it for business or anything. No. I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge and put you through as much as I can. The only thing I ask is you subscribe, share, just support your girl. Just like, comment, anything, just anything to support me. Okay, so if you have anything you want me to talk about, any suggestion, any ideas, I'm open to it. Please drop it in the comment section, or if you can't, just send me a message directly telling me your ideas or what you want me to talk about. But I'd rather you leave it here Yes, in the comment section. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Bye. See you in my next video.